am I doing? Well, hello all of my lovely YouTube people. I'm on the road again, as you guys can see, and I'm actually heading out to look at another bike. Yes, another bike. And my garage is not getting any bigger, but my collection is. For some reason, I keep coming across these motorcycles that I cannot pass up. It's getting a little bit out of control, but apparently not too out of control yet, because I keep buying them. The bike that I'm going to look at is actually another 1970s Yamaha TY 250, which is exactly the same thing as what I've already got sitting in my garage that is like a total restoration project. I'm going to look at this bike and hoping that I can get it for a decent price, and if I can, then it'll be my new project, and then the one that I've got sitting in my garage will be either still a restoration or a parts bike for the bike that I'm going to look at right now. Apparently it was running just a couple years ago. I don't think it's got any paperwork or anything like that. So I'll just see what kind of bartering I can do with this guy, and if he's willing to budge on his price or not. And if so, then I will have another motorcycle in my garage, which seems a little ridiculous to me right now, but I'm sticking to my price and that's it. So if it's meant to be, it'll be, and if not, then it'll not be. And I will not have to make more room for another motorcycle. And I may or may not be going home with another bike. So stay tuned. So about 9 minutes away, and you know, I'm really torn as to whether or not I want to get this bike, even though I really do want it, because I've been wanting a dirt bike or a trail bike of some sort for a very long time, and this would be like a cool little trail bike, and it'd probably be perfect for a starter bike like that. It's like a trials bike, so I can like literally rock climb on it. So I guess being torn and not 100% sure about getting this bike makes it pretty easy for me to stick to my guns on price. So if the guy's willing to give me it for what I am able to afford, then I guess it's meant to be-ish, maybe, possibly. But if he's not willing to give it to me for my price, I won't feel bad. It'll just be what it is. So yeah, I'm just really not feeling 100% about this, and I like to feel 100% when I'm spending my money, especially when I'm spending like my little bits of money. Anyway, I'm almost there, so yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit, I guess, with or without another project. Okay, I just actually turned around because driving up the road here, I just saw this thing laying on the side of the road down there. It's a bike. It's weird. Not every day you just see a bike laying on the side of the road. Did this just like get ditched off someone's truck? Honda, looks like. Who just dumps a bike on the side of the road? Kind of weird that that would just be laying there, but it's not anything I want. It's not a Harley. All right. Okay. Just pulled up in the bike sitting outside. Man, it looks so good. It's gonna be hard to not get it. Here he is. Hi. How are you?
Pretty good yourself?
Good. I'm Angel. So you had it running at one point?
Yeah, it had a aftermarket Makini carb, and that was tuned by Redline Recreation in West Bank.
Okay.
And it's got basically brand new tires.
Yeah.
Back and forth, maybe 10 hours on them.
Okay. So you were actually riding it?
I was.
Yeah.
Just
okay.
All my friends got kids now, and just.
Oh yeah. So it's just kind of been sitting around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shocks are worn out. Not gonna lie on that, right?
Yeah, wheel seals look like they're leaking, or the fork seals.
It's
and
an old bike, but it was a running and driving bike.
Okay.
On a constant basis.
Yeah. So do you have like paperwork for it or anything like that?
No, I don't.
You know, like, are you like just the second owner of it then, or?
I don't know. Probably not.
He had. Okay.
I think he had it for about 15 or 20 years.
Right. I don't know where the VIN numbers would be on these. I think on the engine that old.
It's not a VIN, it's a serial number, right?
Oh, right.
So 434, that would be the first year of the TY. So that'd be considered an A model.
Right, okay.
Oh, and I did have, you look on the side, the shifter gears, an aftermarket one on there, and I replaced the whole shifter mechanism.
Oh, okay.
So that is brand new.
Right, okay.
I found some new old stock on that because that was all worn off.
Okay. Do you mind if I just like try kicking it, just see like compression and all that? So see if I can, what kind of compression it's got. So, are you willing to go down on price at all any further?
You offer?
It was 600. Guess I'm gonna have another project. Dang, this thing's in good shape though. Thing is in good shape. No gas in there right now. Well, shoot. What am I doing? Well, guys, the deed is done, and I am, well, I'm not sure if it's the proud owner or not yet, but I am the owner nonetheless of another motorcycle, and it's in the back of my truck, so there's no turning back now. And luckily that guy had two, or well, he had one tie strap, and I brought a tie strap. I don't know why I didn't bring more, but I brought one, and it's the one that saved the day. This thing is like literally just on one tie strap right now, and yeah, it fell off of the block that I had it leaning on the kickstand. I don't know how that happened, but it happened. Apparently I didn't have it tied strapped down the best. Definitely not my best strapping job ever, but it's good, it's tough, and yeah, it's home, safe and sound in its new home. And it isn't actually exactly the same as that one. I'm realizing now that I have it inside and I'm looking at the two of them together. I guess maybe I was just too eager before to really look at it closely. And it's a couple days later, but I was also realizing when I was taking a little bit of a closer look at this little old Yamaha that this is the first time that I've went and made a bike deal on my own. Other than my sister's Sportster back there, it was a pretty easy deal to make there. But this little Yamaha, this thing here is was the first time I ever actually went and looked at something that had the potential of just being a total burn job. And first time I've ever done that by myself, and there was definitely some things that I didn't notice at the time, or else I would have made that guy like a lower offer than I had made him originally. The oil bucket's missing, which I didn't even notice that to begin with, and petcock's JB welded. This is cracked on the bottom, and the skid plate's missing. So I didn't really look at those things very closely. The carburetor is new looking. The bike seems to, well, it turns over. It seems to have proper compression. But yeah, it's definitely kind of beat up. But I think that still, between the two of them, I'll still be able to get a pretty decent bike out of it. The frames and everything seem the same, the front ends are the same, and this one is definitely in better shape despite the weathering. You can tell that it's not as beat up. This one has definitely been ridden a little harder. The tires on it are new, so that's nice. I think I'll be able to get a good bike out of the two of them. And it's a project that I'm actually kind of excited for, because I think it's going to be something I'll be able to tackle for myself for the most part. I'm going to get a shop manual for it. If any of you have a shop manual for one of these and you happen to not have the bike, or you don't need the manual and you want to sell it, let me know. Hit me up in the comments, because I'll totally buy it off of you. I know that some of you guys have owned these in the past. Glad we got these things home. Those twin bikes, they're still kind of like twins. Anyway though, if you like what you see, or if you just like me, or even if you don't like me but you like all my bikes, then like, comment, subscribe, do all those things you guys do, and I will catch y'all on the flip side. Peace. Shut up, truck. Alright, let's continue this journey after I take a picture of that bike. And now we're on a dead end, and that road is a little tricky. I almost just flew right off the end of the road. And it's scary. It would have been scary. Oh, for Pete's sake, anyways. This whole camera setup is just ridiculous right now, man.